It's finally Friday. Some stubborn clouds sticking around, a little cooler than we'd like, but a weekend warm-up coming your way. Paula.
Hey, Brandon. Bit of a natural wonder going on in northern Macomb County. The fruit trees are in full bloom. We're doing a little bit of math to figure out what this might actually mean to you later on this summer at your dinner table, Karen.
All right, thank you, Paula. Also, first at 4, sex assault charges against a football player at Michigan State. But up first, new developments in a shocking case involving female genital mutilation, the new arrest, and the connection to this clinic.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, a second doctor and his wife are accused of participating in the female genital mutilation of 7-year-old girls at a clinic in Livonia. Kimberly Gill joins us now from the newsroom with the very latest. So what do we know about this doctor, Kim?
Karen, good afternoon. We know the doctor owned the clinic in Livonia where the illegal procedures allegedly happened. His wife also worked there as an office manager. And this afternoon, both Dr. Fakhruddin Attar and his wife faced a federal court where they were charged with breaking a federal genital mutilation law. They were first taken into custody this morning. Dr. Attar owns the Burhani Medical Clinic in Livonia where Dr. Jumana Nagarwala is accused of performing the criminal act. She was charged in the case last week and is being held without bond. The couple is accused of arranging and assisting the operations. All three now charged in the case are denying those charges. And according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, this is the first case of its kind in the country. Ahead here at 5, we'll hear from the doctor's attorneys and what they're saying about the allegations. Until then, we'll send it back to you, Karen.
All right. Thank you very much, Kim. Michigan State football player has been charged with criminal sexual conduct. The Ingham County Prosecutor's Office charged 19-year-old Austin Robertson with third-degree criminal sexual conduct this morning. The charges stem from an incident reported on April 9th in Meridian Township. Robertson was suspended from the team following the accusations. This case is separate from the sexual assault investigation that led to 3 other Michigan State players being suspended. Those players have not been charged. A federal judge has ordered Volkswagen to pay $2.8 billion fine for cheating diesel emissions tests. The fine was handed down today in federal court in Detroit and includes 3 years of probation. Earlier this year, Volkswagen pled guilty to conspiracy and obstruction of justice for rigging nearly 600,000 diesel cars to cheat U.S. emission standards. Volkswagen is also paying $1.5 billion in civil penalties in that case. An East Detroit high school teacher is once again facing charges in connection with the drowning of a teenager. In 2013, 14-year-old Kier Swift drowned during swim class at the school. Prosecutors say Jonathan Sales was assigned to monitor the class, but was in the bleachers with his back to the pool when the teenager began struggling. Charges against Sales were dropped in 2015, but an appeals court ruled there's enough evidence the teacher was grossly negligent. Sales' attorney says the boy's death was an accident and not a crime. Southfield Police looking for your help this afternoon to find a home improvement scammer. Take a look at the photo on your screen right now. Police say this is Cesar Arambula Acosta. He's charged with 2 counts of larceny by conversion. Police say a victim gave his company, Cesar's Home Improvement, money for home renovations. Well, then the suspect took the money and never did the work. So if you do spot him, call Southfield Police. Well, we are enjoying the calm after the storm. Yesterday, it was a little tricky weather situation, but this afternoon, it is a really nice day out there, Brandon.
It is pleasant. I mean, it's cooler than we'd like. Average is 61 or so we're about 10 degrees behind, but still very decent. The wind's a little bit brisk. We've got 40s in our north zone along and north of M59, 49 right now in Pontiac, 51 at Metro and Grosse Ile, 50 in Ann Arbor, 47 in Howell right now in our west zone. The winds out of the west-northwest, 10 to 20 miles an hour sustained, constantly blowing, and occasionally gusting 20 to 25. So you'll feel that, and the cloud cover out there too, just just not allowing for much of a warm-up. So as we head through your evening hours, again, hovering right around 50 degrees between now and 7 or 8 o'clock. Feels a little bit cooler than that with those cool breezes, and overnight temperatures dropping down through the 40s. But we've got a warmer weather forecast for your weekend and details on a meteor shower, Karen, coming up.
Good. Thank you, Brandon. Well, the city of Paris is looking to regain a sense of normalcy today after a gunman opened fire near the famous Arc de Triomphe. Yesterday, the famous Champs-Élysées Boulevard reopened today after being shut down overnight. The gunman killed one police officer and injured 3 people before police killed him. ISIS has claimed responsibility for the shooting, which happened just days before France's presidential election. An American tourist describes how terrifying it was to witness the attack.
And to the corner as fast as we could. There was absolute chaos and panic with all the people hit here on the street. People were falling down.
People have been laying flowers at the scene of the shooting. Many of them are police officers honoring their fellow officer. Investigators have been searching the home of the gunman, trying to learn more about him and his past. President Trump will soon mark his first 100 days in office, and next week is shaping up to be a huge week for the Trump White House. The president says he will unveil a new tax plan that will have tax cuts for individuals and businesses. He's also pushing Congress to take action on health care after his first plan died in the House. And lawmakers need to pass some kind of spending agreement to avoid a government shutdown next Friday. Congress returns to work on Monday. Well, spring has sprung in local orchards. Cherry and peach trees are already in full bloom way earlier than usual. So now growers are waiting to see if that will help or perhaps hurt their crops. Paula Tutman joins us now live to explain what needs to happen next. Hi, Paula.
Hey, Karen, it's always a balancing act. If this happens, this has to happen. If this happens, this has to happen. But I want you to take a look at this because this is spectacular. If you can get out to northern Macomb County this weekend, this is absolutely rare. At Westview Orchards, they actually have a microclimate because of the rolling hills, and they are experiencing bloom growth they've never seen before. There's a beautiful and natural aberration in northern Macomb County this week. Rolling blossoms of cherry and peach. This year, 2 weeks early. In agricultural time, that's eons, because so much is temperature determined. The sight is spectacular, and there's cautious optimism that the early spring and early blooms will bring a bumper crop of early fruit.
These are our sweet cherries, and they are in full bloom.
Full bloom.
Full bloom, yep. And
Already.
you can see there's a lot of them.
Abby Jacobson, one half of the Sister Act of Westview Orchard, says the next 2 weekends will be critical because while the peach and cherry trees are in full bloom right now,
These blooms are wide open.
these blooms won't wait for the bees. Today, with the blustery cooler temperatures, the bees are in their hives, tending royalty.
You just see where they're going to be making some more honey. You've got a few of them working down there. They're going, whoa, what was that chilly blast? They want the temperatures in that 60 degree and a sunny day. They like the sunshine.
The trees actually started blooming 2 days after Easter, almost unheard of, except that horrible season in 2012. The decimation of a portion of the orchard is still visible from the year spring came too early and turned back into hard winter too fast, killing off the fruit trees. But with the abundant early blooms of 2017 and no frost in sight, knock hard cherry wood, fingers are crossed that the yield could almost even out cherry and peach production from the older orchard. A driving tour of their historic family farm yields a lot of information of what we'll be shopping for this summer, no matter where we live. What does this mean to our dinner tables? Well, likely lower fruit and vegetable prices with high production of truly local produce, provided a Michigan frost doesn't pop up in the forecast. Knock hard cherry wood.
If the temperatures aren't going to get real warm, 60s and 70s, these blooms will still be on the trees. If it got really, really hot, then the blooms would be done. Yes, they would be done.
Okay, so take a look at this. Every single one of these blooms is a cherry waiting to be popped into your mouth if everything holds like it is. Knock hard cherry wood. Right now, it looks really, really good. Early crops like this or early blooms or blossoms like this means early fruit crops, again, could mean lower prices at the grocery store. But Karen, fingers are crossed for the next 2 weeks that the temperatures get a little bit higher, not too hot, and then hold.
Oh, most definitely. All of those orchard owners work so hard, and obviously we want some good success for them as well. And what a beautiful background you have behind you, Paula. It's gorgeous.
Not bad. You know, if you can get up here this weekend, this is the weekend to come and see this.
Definitely worth checking it out. All right. Thank you, Paula. You have a good weekend. And still ahead, first at 4, a bizarre crime wave targeting women. How police found the man dubbed the serial spanker. Also ahead, news across America. Used to be illegal everywhere. Now this company has opened a groundbreaking drive-through. Up first, a warning for thousands of parents. You should stop your child from using this toy. The potential danger and what you should do about it. Next.
Good. Coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 vehicles stolen from a driveway in Warren.
Why someone would do that is just disgusting. I have no idea why, but it's absolutely disgusting.
The bizarre set of events, including an ongoing police investigation that preceded this brazen car robbery.
All right, thank you, Priya. In this Help Me Hank alert, thousands of parents will want to stop their children from jumping on a Razor Ripstick this weekend. Razor is recalling about 158,000 Ripstick electric motorized caster boards. The company has 700 reports of rear wheels locking up, which then can cause the children to fall. 4 injuries have been reported. The boards were sold nationwide from February of last year through April of this year. Consumers should stop using them and contact Razor for a repair kit. First at 4, we're on top of stories making headlines across America this Friday afternoon. 6 weeks after she disappeared with her teacher in Tennessee, a teenage student has finally returned home. Police say 15-year-old Elizabeth Thomas was kidnapped by 50-year-old Tad Cummins on March 13th. Yesterday, a tip led authorities to a small cabin in Northern California where the two had been hiding out. Cummins was arrested and will be arraigned on Monday. Meantime, Thomas has been flown back to Tennessee and was reunited with her family just moments ago. This is a sign of the times as the sale of marijuana becomes legal in many states. It's the first drive-through pot store in the country. The Tumbleweed Express drive-through opened its doors in Parachute, Colorado yesterday. It's about 200 miles west of Denver. It's built in a former car wash. People can drive through to pick up their pot. All drivers and passengers must be 21, and in case you missed it, the store opened on 4/20. In Oklahoma, heavy rains are causing some severe flooding in part of Oklahoma City. Take a look at the cars trapped in the rising waters there. It's just an awful feeling when you know that that water is rising up against your car door. The storms were expected to continue much of the day with the potential for hail, high winds, and 6 inches of rain before it's over. Here at home, that rainy weather moved out from yesterday.
Yeah.
Now the sun's out, but it's really cold. I don't know if you noticed, Priya was wearing her winter coat.
Well, you know, the clouds are really winning the battle. So occasionally we get a little bit of sun, but the wind's blowing a little bit out there. We had a cold front come through last night. So this is what happens. In the wake of that, we have slightly cooler air, but we certainly hope you're having a good Friday afternoon. Finally, Friday, heading into the weekend. 51 degrees. We need to be under 50 to actually have a wind chill, or feels like, but it does feel cooler, like low and middle 40s out there, so you could need a light jacket heading out. Northwest winds at about 15. This evening, we've got 40s. Again, feeling even cooler with those breezes, which will last through about 9, 10 o'clock tonight. Sunset 8:22 p.m. Here is a look at that cloud deck over the area, just stubborn, not going anywhere, and even a couple of spritzes and sprinkles across central, northern, lower. Not expecting any of that in here, but really struggling to see those clouds breaking up today and tonight, which is important because we do have a meteor shower that is peaking after midnight. There's that cold front that went through and the heavy flooding rains down through Oklahoma. Most of this, well, at least some of it looks like it could curve up and hit us here, but it will follow the path of this cold front for the most part. And on the backside of that area of low pressure, we have those counterclockwise winds bringing in those northwest breezes, lake-enhanced clouds. It relaxes tomorrow, but maybe not for all of us in the early morning hours. The Lyrid meteor shower from 3 to 5 a.m. on Saturday, the peak. It is happening pretty much over the last weekend, over the next few days. But if you look north and sort of look straight up, you should be able to see 15 to maybe 30 of those an hour. Just could be a struggle for some of us to get clear skies after midnight. Tomorrow morning, we go from clouds to sun. It's Earth Day on Saturday. 41 degrees at 8 a.m., noontime 52, and the afternoon high 58, getting that sun back. So it's a step up from today, and Sunday even warmer. Here's a look at the computer model. Really don't have a whole lot going on other than tracking the clouds. 1 a.m. Saturday. We show you this because of that meteor shower, and struggling a little bit, but hopefully if you're up early tomorrow, 3, 4 a.m., you want to check out the meteors, should be good to go. The afternoon, again, sunshine on tap. Heading into Sunday, wall-to-wall sunshine looks great, and we get into the 60s, mid-60s. Book stock starts on Sunday as well in Livonia. Laurel Park Place should be a good one. 65 degrees on Monday. We're at 69. Dry still through Tuesday, Karen. Looks like we get into the 70s Monday into Tuesday, and wouldn't you know, Wednesday is severe weather radio day for us here at Local 4, and we've got some showers and storms.
Perfect timing, I guess you could say. All right, thank you very much, Brandon. Still ahead, first at 4, it is a win war between two major retailers, but it's wine lovers who actually could win when it comes to saving money. We'll talk about that, but also a bizarre twist in the search for a man who was targeting women. What the suspect did surprised everyone. That story next.
Dean Sellers.
We are back with a bizarre story of a crime wave in Spokane, Washington, targeting women. A 28-year-old man is facing charges after confessing to spanking dozens of women on the city's popular Centennial Trail. Jonathan Smith actually went to a local TV station to confess on camera and apologize.
I am sorry and wish all women to feel safe and secure wherever they go.
Police have now arrested Smith. He faces 11 charges of sexual assault. In today's trending stories, cheers to you if you enjoy a glass of wine and you like to save money. Sam's Club has launched a line of wines to compete with Costco. Fortune magazine says the brand will be known as Members Mark. A bottle of Chardonnay goes for about $8. Sam's focus on wine comes after Kirkland Signature Wines and Alcohol helped boost sales over at Costco. Well, if you do have a sweet tooth, get ready for another new Oreo flavor. The cookie company is working with Dunkin' Donuts to create a mocha-flavored Oreo cookie. Perfect flavor for anyone who likes dipping an Oreo into their coffee, I guess. We are told the cookies will hit store shelves this summer.
There's a few other ones, too. I think there's like an apple pie one coming out.
Is there? It's a little too much. I'm a little go old school, and I like the original.
Some swings and misses, like Swedish Fish and other things.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. It's fun to try them, right? All right, we know the power of Facebook to touch our hearts, and one little girl's tearful plea to get her lost dog returned has gone viral in a big way. By this morning, more than 5 million people have watched this video posted by a mom in Ohio.
If you found this white missing dog, please bring him home.
Come here, baby.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, that little girl is just 5 years old. The dog's name is Buddy. There he is right there. Buddy got loose after the kids let the dog out without locking the gate. He disappeared on Monday. We are hoping someone in Akron, Ohio can find that dog and return him to that little girl, and we can share a good positive story with you. Well, we know many of you love your pets, of course, so check out the All for Pets section on our website. It's new. It's really cool. Click on Detroit.com. You can see all the latest pet news, health information, and some new trends out there. You can check that out online and, of course, on Local 4. Well, still ahead, many of you can't wait to get out on the water this summer. That father and son just did something no one else has ever done. A new sailing record next.
If you've ever wondered what determination and endurance looks like, I want you to meet Carly Shore, a U.S. Olympian taking 6th place in snowboarding at Sochi. But the road to Sochi was not an easy one, with hurdles and obstacles in her way, and a lot of them were because she's from Milford.
I really had to prove myself, and I think that helped me. It gave me such a fire, and I knew I could do it.
A look at what this 22-year-old had to do to make sure she could become a U.S. Olympian. And now her sights are set on the 2018 Olympics. That's tonight on Local 4 News at 11.
Finally, first at 4, a father and son just broke the world record for fastest sailing trip across the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, Nico and Vittorio arrived on the island of Guadalupe this morning, 11 days after they left Senegal back on April 10th. Their sailing trip broke the previous world record by more than 10 hours.
Now, in total, the duo sailed nearly 2,100 miles. That's basically roughly the same distance between New York and San Francisco. You got to give them credit for their skills, their patience, and hanging out all those hours.
Love
Dad.
to hear some stories of what they encountered along the way, too.
Thanks so much for joining us for First at 4. We're back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. Inside Edition's next.